Hello everyone and welcome to the 10th race of the Nr2003 Valvoline Cup Series, and it's gonna be here at Coca-Cola Super Speedway for the Coca-Cola 500. Last race at Michigan, we had Jeff Burton capture his second win of the season after a late caution coming out, ending the race under caution. So far we've had 3 races that have ended under caution. First we had Las Vegas, then we had Bristol, and now we've recently had Michigan that have ended on the caution. Let's see if this race will either end on the green or it will end on the caution. So far in the point standings, Jeff Burton has taken over the points lead. Michael Waltrip is right behind him, 32 points behind Jeff Burton. Michael Waltrip's going to need to have a pretty good race in order for him to catch up Jeff Burton in points, but Michael Waltrip is not in a very good starting spot. He's starting way at the back for this race. Meanwhile, for his teammate Dale Earnhardt Jr., he's starting on the pole for this race. Jeff Burton's teammate Matt Kenseth got the outside pole. It's going to be a 17-lap race here around this 3-mile super speedway, with these turns having a very high banking of 36 degrees. You're going to see these cars going well over 200 miles an hour, and there's a high chance that we're going to see the big one this race. The pace car is pulling off pit road. Here we go. 17 laps of exciting racing here at Coca-Cola Super Speedway. Who's ready? 'Cause I am. Here we go. The green flag's out, and we're racing here at Coca-Cola. Kurt Busch already taking the lead away from Dale Earnhardt Jr. as they head off of turn number 2. Kurt Busch got a huge jump. A great start for him compared to Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Matt Kenseth. You're already starting to see a couple of drivers being 3 wide. You're probably going to see them going 4 wide very soon. Kurt Busch with a pretty good lead. As they come off of turn number 4, Kurt Busch will lead the first lap here at Coca-Cola. Right behind Kurt Busch is still Jarrett, but he's getting passed by Jimmy Johnson in the 48 car. And right behind Johnson is the points leader, Jeff Burton. You're seeing Johnson getting on Kurt Busch's draft. He's catching up to him really quick. Jimmy Johnson has pretty much caught up to Kurt Busch. Tony Stewart's also up there with the leaders. Jimmy Johnson all over Kurt Busch's back bumper. He's wanting to go for the lead. But when can he make the move? Oh, you're seeing Tony Stewart with a big run on Jimmy Johnson. He's wanting to go for a second. Now here comes Ricky Rudd out of nowhere. Up to third. Kurt Busch has led the first 3 laps here in the race. Then now you're starting to see Michael Waltrip starting to appear here up front. As you see him appear on the screen on the right behind Jeff Burton. So you got your points leaders up front here in the race early on. Oh, and here comes Tony Stewart to the bottom, trying to take the lead away from Bud. No one's going with him. Now Johnson goes with Stewart. Oh, but is he going to try to go for the lead himself? Yes, he is. He's going to take it 3 wide for the lead. But can he make the pass on both Stewart and Busch? Burton and Waltrip both going with Johnson. That's going to help Johnson overtake Stewart and Bush. And Johnson's going to go to the lead. Oh, and now Burton looking underneath Johnson. And now Waltrip going to make it 3 wide maybe for the lead. Yep, 3 wide for the lead. 2 of them that are 3 wide for the lead are your points leaders. Now here comes Dave Blaney and Rusty Wallace to the front. So is Kenny Schrader going to the front. They're 3 wide once again. Surprised that we haven't seen a wreck yet. They're probably just playing it safe now. Then they're probably going to go crazy at the end of the race. Kenny Wall is going to the lead. Now here comes Jeremy Mayfield to the front. Oh, and there's a caution out on the track. It's going to be your first yellow. There was probably a wreck at the back. Don't know what caused it. But there's your first yellow. As I just mentioned earlier that there was no wreck, then there's your first caution. They're racing it back towards the line. Jeremy Mayfield's going to lead the field to the yellow. And as the leaders cross the start-finish line, and as they start slowing down, we'll take a look at the replay to see what brought out the first caution of the race. So something happened back here. Apparently, something happened to Hermie Sadler. Don't know exactly what happened to him. You see him going 4 wide behind them. Oh, Newman got clipped by Bobby Labonte, and they both turned down right into Hermie Sadler, spinning him out, bringing out the first caution of the race. Surprised no more cars were involved. It was just Hermie Sadler, and he doesn't even have that much damage, so I believe he can still run in the race. On board with Hermie Sadler, as you see him coming off of turn number 2, you see him getting clipped right about here. There he goes. You see Newman slightly tapping the wall. That will maybe give him a little bit of damage, but probably not as much. So I believe both Hermie Sadler and Newman will still be good to continue. Now on board with Newman, you'll see him getting clipped by Labonte as they come off of the corner. Yeah, and then you see him getting into the wall. Maybe it just might have maybe giving him some damage, but I don't think it's that severe. So I believe he's still gonna be able to continue on with the race. They're gonna go green this time by. So far your top 3 is Jeremy Mayfield, Tony Stewart, and Kevin Harvick. Let's see what will happen on this restart as they come off of turn number 4. All 40 drivers are still out in this race, so we still have a chance to see if the big one will happen. The pace car pulls off. It's going to be lap 11 when they cross the line. Here we go. Jeremy Mayfield's going to lead them to the green here. The green is out, and we're back underway here at Coca-Cola. Some drivers are going to the bottom, and one of them is Tony Stewart. Here he comes to the lead. Tony Stewart was able to use Jeremy Mayfield's draft to go to the lead, and he was able to pull the slingshot move. Now here comes Harvick to the inside, going to the lead. As they come around turns 3 and 4, Harvick, your new leader. And you got guys here up front like Greg Biffle, Ricky Craven, and Kenny Schrader. Could we see an underdog winner today? I expected an underdog winner a couple races ago at Orlando. But no, we had Jeff Gordon winning the race. And I was a bit surprised that we didn't see an underdog winner there. But could we see an underdog winner here? Could Kevin Harvick hold everyone off? Or will we see an underdog winner here? Or a top dog winner here? We'll see. Kevin Harvick's got Craven behind him, but Mike Skinner is going for second. Oh, I think he almost got clipped there by Dave Blaney, but both drivers were able to keep their cars under control. And Mike Skinner is going for second, but he's got Dave Blaney right underneath him, making it 3 wide for second. Meanwhile, Harvick's just pulling away a little. Oh, but here comes Dave Blaney with a big run. Could he use that run for a pass? Could he make the pass with that big run? Yes, he will. Here comes Dave Blaney to the bottom, going for the lead. And now here comes Jimmy Johnson, the 48. He's going for third, and now he's going for second. Dave Blaney, your new leader. And Jimmy Johnson's up to second. Oh, and we got cars sideways at the back. There goes Mike Skinner. Ricky Craven as well. Oh, I believe that's going to be the big one. The caution's out. They're all wrecking at the back. The caution came out, I believe, right before the leaders crossed the line. And now everyone's going to start slowing down. There is your big one. And Dave Blaney was your leader at the time of caution, with just a couple laps to go. Oh boy. Is this race going to end under caution? Or could we see this go green? Oh boy, I'm not quite sure. It seemed like a bunch of cars were involved in the wreck. And with just a couple laps to go, that's probably going to take them a while for the track to get cleaned up and for them to go green. I believe this race is going to end under caution, but I'm not quite sure. We might go green by some sort of miracle. Oh boy, Dave Blaney is your leader. Just keep that in mind, folks. You got a bunch of smoke here on the front stretch. Let's take a look at the replay. Alright, what happened? Something happened between Mike Skinner and Ricky Craven. Oh, it's probably Andretti and Steve Park. Yep, they all went 4 wide and they all made contact with one another, and there they all went. Yep, that's the big one, definitely. Oh, Kyle Petty went airborne. He probably didn't see it, but he went airborne at the top left of the screen. Probably gonna have to check him out soon here. Here's another view. This is the spectator view. Here in a couple seconds, you'll see Park, Andretti, Craven, and Skinner going 4 wide, and there they go. It was just on from there, and then they just start stacking up. Look at Kyle Petty going airborne on top of Jerry Nadeau, and I believe that was Ward Burton. Wow. Unbelievable. On board with Mike Skinner. You'll see him getting tagged right here. Then he spins out along with Andretti and Park, and then everyone stacks up ahead of him. I don't really think he got that much damage. It's quite incredible to see. It was one of the drivers that caused the wreck, and yeah, doesn't have that much damage. It's good for Mike Skinner. On board with Jeremy Mayfield, who was right behind all of the drivers that were 4 wide, and he just had nowhere to go. Ricky Craven came down right into him, and then everyone just started hitting him. Now you see Kyle Petty airborne, and he's still going. Wow. He gets so high up into the air, and he's still going. Wow. Speaking of Kyle Petty, here's his point of view. I believe this is the view all of you guys have been wanting to see. Well, here you go. Get ready. He just gets hit by Ward Burton. Goes airborne, doesn't even flip over. Goes on top of Jerry Nadeau. Fortunately, he did not go on his roof, and is still able to go, surprisingly. Here's Kyle Petty's roof cam. You see him trying to avoid the wreck. Gets into the back end of Jerry Nadeau, giving him hood damage, and just gets hit by Ward Burton, causing him to go up into the air. Wow. Here's Ward Burton's point of view. You see all the smoke up ahead of him, trying to slow down, and just doesn't slow down quite enough and gets into the back of Kyle Petty. Then they all start to stack up at the bottom of the racetrack. There's Steve Park. So many good cars involved in the wreck. Well, they're coming to the last lap. This race is going to end on a caution. And Dave Blaney is your leader. He's going to win this race. Wow, what a story. Dave Blaney gets past Kevin Harvick on lap 13. And right when they're about to hit lap 14, the caution comes out for the big one. And they all start wrecking. The caution comes out right before everyone crosses their finish line. And at the time of caution, Dave Blaney was your leader. Wow. What did I tell you? I just knew that an underdog was somehow going to win this race. I did not expect it to be Dave Blaney though, so yeah. But congrats to that team. Jimmy Johnson also close to getting his first win of the season. He has won the Valvoline shootout, but he hasn't won the points pain race just yet. But Dave Blaney, he's the man of the hour. He's gonna win this race. He's gonna be a Valvoline Cup Series winner. Surprised that an underdog wins this race, but an underdog doesn't win at Orlando. I expected an underdog winner at Orlando, but no, Jeff Gordon won that race. And now that we come here at Coca-Cola, I expected an underdog, and it happens. Dave Blaney wins this race. It could have been Hendrick Motorsports sweeping super speedway races by Johnson winning, but I guess not, and Dave Blaney's gonna win. And here they come through the front stretch. Dave Blaney, he is your winner here at Coca-Cola Super Speedway for the Coca-Cola 500. The second race in a row that has ended under caution, and the fourth race overall that has ended under caution. Congrats to that team. Wow. Let's take a look at the top 10 here after Coca-Cola. Dave Blaney wins. Jimmy Johnson second, Kurt Busch third, Ricky Rudd fourth, Kevin Harvick fifth, Terry Labonte sixth, Kenny Wallace seventh, Michael Waltrip eighth, Jeff Gordon ninth, and Bill Elliott rounds up your top 10. Taking a look at the point standings after Coca-Cola, Kurt Busch has taken over the points lead. Jeff Burton is right behind them, 6 points behind Kurt Busch. Michael Waltrip is in third, Ricky Rudd fourth, and Dave Blaney, who won the race, is now up to fifth in points. And that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope everyone enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. This is Racing Fan 24842 here, and we will see you guys in the next race at Charlotte.